tables and, you know, reset everything. It just doesn't happen like that. So,
a little more than a year ago, the first of the Elkhart Four was released from prison. 22-year-old Levi Sparks thought he would spend 50 years behind bars. But after a 3.5-year battle with the court system, his felony murder conviction was reversed. He was released early last year. Good evening, I'm Brian Dorman.
And I'm Colleen Borman. Now, we heard from Sparks back then, but tonight, only on ABC 57 News, you'll hear from him for the first time since that day. ABC 57 Sarah Bass checked in with him to see what his life is like now. She joins us live in the studio tonight. And Sarah, what's the update?
Well, he's living a life now that he says he lost hope for when he was in prison. He tells me that when he thinks back to who he was before everything happened, he says his time behind bars helped him become a better person.
I have a woman that I love here. Got into college.
Grades are looking good right now.
I actually do got some homework I got to do.
Doing homework and deciding what's for dinner with girlfriend Jamie. They live in Portage, Michigan with her son, Kyan, and their dog, Gizmo.
Yeah, we got this speech that we actually have to do coming up here soon, describing your best self.
As his best self, Levi Sparks is now a college student, working to become a welder. It's a life the 22-year-old thought he'd never have.
That represents my broken time. Like I have the 50 here, and it was just basically wasted time.
In October of 2012, Sparks watched from across the street as 4 friends broke into what they thought was an empty house. The homeowner, who had been sleeping upstairs, woke up and grabbed his gun, firing a fatal shot that killed 21-year-old Danzel Johnson. Because the teenagers were committing a felony when their friend was killed, prosecutors charged them with his murder. Agreeing to be the lookout was a tragic mistake that Elkhart prosecutors said would define the rest of Sparks' life.
We have absolutely no confidence that we may not be seeing them again.
With a sentence of 50 years behind bars, a federal court reversed the murder conviction, and Sparks was released last January after serving 3.5 years.
It's okay, Mom. There was a point in there to where I just thought like it was a done deal. Like I thought I was stuck, and just because I lost hope. Once you adapt to that, then jump straight out, it's kind of hard to, you know, jump back out of it.
Sparks says the perils of prison
doors were shut and kind of like tripped me out for a second.
Have been hard to escape. He never knows when a familiar sound,
the exact same type of sound that they had at the prison,
or sensation,
like the wind blew like through my legs,
will bring him right back.
Dang, I'm never gonna get warm, because you can never get warm with the clothes that you had there.
He says he now sees a therapist for PTSD.
It's gotten better as, you know, time goes on, but like I think it will always be something that will be a part of me.
A part of him Sparks says he's learned from. He credits those 3.5 years with putting him on the right path.
Who I was before, if I would have continued going down that road, I would still be in Elkhart, and I would have ended up in prison one way or another, or I would be dead. So I'm kind of grateful for it. It kind of opened my eyes and made me realize what, you know, life can really be like. So I'm grateful for it, but at the same time, I'm sorry for it.
So who are you now?
Who am I?
Yeah.
I'm a new guy. I'm not a kid anymore. I'm a grown man. I'm doing what I need to do to be able to be successful in life, and it's what it comes down to.
Now, the sentences of the other 3 involved were also overturned. Blake Lehman was released last March, and just this week, he and his fiancée welcomed a little girl into the world. Jose Quiros is expected to be released in late April, and Anthony Sharp in August of next year. I'm reporting live in the studio tonight. Sarah Revest, ABC 57 News.
Sarah, thank you. Also tonight, the